let's explore merging together the focus stacked images. Now, before you open the images up into Photoshop, you could use a program like Adobe Bridge and just choose Open in Camera Raw. This will let you make any adjustments that you want to the individual images. Now, I've already done that for these and I'm happy, but if you want to tweak them, you can. Just be sure after you adjust the first image to select all and choose to sync the settings across all of the images. All right, now that that's done, back here in Photoshop, I'm going to choose File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. I now need to browse and choose the images that I want to use. Let's select all the raw files and click Open. And I'm going to take advantage of an option here that's quite useful. Now, in this case, because the lens had such a change and we were so close to the subject, as I adjusted focus, the relative scale seemed to change. That's why I chose to use this method of load files into stack. There's an advanced option that can adjust and scale the images so they line back up. What I need to make sure to select each section of the course. This way, you can align source images. Now, the images will adjust in size in order to match and make small changes to try to force them to better line up. When ready, I'll click OK. Photoshop goes to work and starts opening up each image. This will take a little bit of time, but let it go, and what you'll see is that every raw file will be read, and then it will take the next one and load it into the stack on top. In this case, each image is being read into Photoshop, and pretty quickly it will build this up. Go ahead and give it a couple of minutes to finish out, and depending upon the speed of your machine, this should take anywhere from 1 to 3 minutes. Now all the cups are loaded in, and you can see that things are relatively sharp in the foreground, and the further away teacups have gone soft. But throughout the stacks here, it actually has one where each image is tack sharp. Now, because the objects appear slightly different in size, Photoshop is going to go through and attempt to scale and align all of the images. This will take a little bit of time because it needs to analyze each image, but it's going to adjust them so that key details better line up. This is important so things like the matte runner here have a consistent diagonal line and that the cups are relatively close in size from each image. There we go. And if we take a look at this, you'll notice that the images have been scaled slightly. Let's turn these off. And so the foreground image was actually shrunk down a bit, and each image after that gets a little bit larger, but you'll see that the key details are lining up, that the cups are all the same relative size, as is the diagonal runner there of the reed mat. So as we scale this up, everything stays tightly aligned. And that scale and alignment option is very important with focus stacking, particularly if you're dealing with really close-up shots of an image. All right, now that that's loaded, we can move on to the next step.